I think special teams are important. It's a bit of a weird game. I mean, it felt like the first period was almost two teams feeling each other out, and the reality of it was probably two teams and a lot of media with a lot of travel the last couple days. So, game was there for us. We're on the same schedule, and we didn't get the job done.
You guys had a lack of shots on goal in the first two periods. What do you think has been kind of the trick to getting things through to the net?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if there's a ton of shots in the game period. Kind of more of a neutral zone battle. Two teams that have played each other a lot now. We just weren't as connected as we usually are tonight with all five guys on the ice, and that's probably why there wasn't many shots.
What do you think allowed you to generate more in the third offensively?
Probably a little bit more desperation. Probably a little more that we should have had to start the game and throughout the whole game.
Starts have kind of been an issue for you guys throughout the whole season and even in some of these playoff games. What do you think is the trick to having that urgency from the puck drop?
Yeah, we better have a next game in there. So,
Tyler, what has made the power play so hard to break through on?
I think there hasn't been that many power plays really this series. Maybe 9 going into tonight. I think 5 were in the first game. So you can attribute a little bit of that to maybe reps. But again, there's no excuses this time of the year. Sometimes the special teams need to win you a game, and theirs did tonight.
Kind of resiliency has been something you guys have talked about often. Now you go to Game 6 there. Because you guys have done tough things before, how does that set you up to feel confident in what you have facing you now?
Yeah, excited. I mean, this is the fun part. What do you got to lose here? Heck of a challenge in front of you the whole season, going to that rink. We've taken pride in how we've been on the road all year, so let's do it.
What do you think of Tanev's performance?
I don't really ice cam him, but he's a warrior, so that's the end of the story there.
How do you use that backs against the wall mentality to your advantage now?
Yeah, we're a team that responds. We're a resilient group. We have been all year, and we're a good road team, like I said. So put a smile on, move on from this game in 30 minutes, and play some cards in the plane tomorrow.
So how do you guys see that one? Obviously, just tough in a lot of different ways.
Yep. First two periods weren't good enough. We have to generate more, obviously. And third period we had some looks, but you're down 3 by then. So, well, obviously there's no time to sit in it. We're getting on the plane tomorrow, head out there for Game 6. We just got to take it one game at a time now.
What was it in the first two periods, as you mentioned, with the lack of shots and everything? Was it something they were doing? Was it what you guys weren't doing?
Well, they're breaking out well, but we weren't getting pucks back enough, and we weren't. When we dumped it in, we didn't get it back, and when we carried it in, we didn't set it up well enough in the O-zone. So give them credit; they're doing a good job. They blocked a lot of shots tonight, but we got to be better.
Is it troubling that that's now 2 games in a row where they've carried most of the play?
Yeah, we haven't had our best for other than probably Game 3 in this series. So, but the nice thing is we're still in the series, and we just got to win one at a time here.
The way you generated in the third is the key in there to continue that going forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll look at it. I know the coach will look at it and let us know what the difference was. I thought, we got to it on our forecheck more, and I thought, we carried some pucks in the zone a bit more. We had a little bit more rush. We were more connected. So we've been a bit disjointed offensively this whole series, so hopefully we can find it here next game.
Matt, what gives this team a chance to rally out of this hole?
We've been in this situation before. I mean, obviously we haven't had, other than, we had a Game 7 already. This team that we're playing just had the same situation as we're going into right now. So this team, we're never out of it. We have a great hockey team and a lot of character in this room, and there'll be no quit.
Pete has said the home ice isn't a big deal, but the record says there's problems here or anything. Do you notice anything, or is it just the record?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hard to say.
All season long, you guys have had some games where you haven't gotten good starts, and then it's crept into the playoffs as well. What do you think is the key to getting that urgency going from puck drop?
I think we just got to trust ourselves and go after them. I think we've been a little tentative at times. obviously they got some world-class talent, and I think we're maybe, we can go after them a little bit more and trust our game. Hard to put a finger on it, but I know we'll meet about it, the morning of the game 6, and, like I said, we just got to go in there and win one game.
Matt, does that hesitation play into the fact, the way that you guys have been disjointed offensively, that hesitation you just
Yeah, probably. It looks like we're on our heels a little too much. We got to, I think sometimes when you want something so bad, you want to try and be too perfect, and I think we got to just, like I said, trust our game.
Just how did you see that game? Obviously, the special teams were big, but was it more than that? Just they played a very good game.
Yeah, obviously special teams, big factor. But I think we definitely could have helped ourselves and done a lot more to get the win.
With the first 2 periods, with the shots you guys did have, was it something that they were doing or something you guys weren't doing in terms of generating more?
I think a little bit of both. I think you got to give them credit; they've done a good job. But and we didn't do nearly good enough of a job in getting in the net and getting first opportunities, but then getting those rebounds back and just generating more.
Is it concerning that that's 2 games in a row where they've carried most of the play?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what's happened up until this point. They've done a good job these last 2 games. I don't think we've done our best, but all that matters is making sure we're ready to go next game.
What had you generating better in the third period?
I think a little bit more desperation. Not in a very good spot going into the third period, but we've come back in games down 3-4 goals, and just that desperation, winning more battles, and just try to get the puck there, get some more opportunities in front of the net.
And is that the key going forward then? Desperation?
Yeah, we can't lose another game. The rest of the series. So yeah, our backs are definitely against the wall, but yeah, we got to have that desperation, and we just focus on the next game, win that game 6, and then take it from there.
Wyatt, Tyler talked about wiping this in 30 minutes. How have you seen this team do that after tough losses this year?
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job with that. At the end of the day, nothing really matters. In the past, it's focusing on the next game, next shift, whatever that may be. So I think we've done a good job, definitely. Look at the game, make some adjustments, and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter what's happened. The whole season, pretty much up until this point, we gotta win Game 6.
You guys hadn't allowed a power play goal yet until tonight. What do you think was the key for them breaking through on your PK?
They're a really good power play. Everyone's seen it throughout the playoffs, throughout regular season. Obviously, first of all, being disciplined and not giving them those opportunities is important. But I think just doing a better job, just having those details. They're going to make you pay. All those details and the tangibles that everyone talks about, blocking shots, stuff like that. If they're not there, then they're going to be able to pick you apart.
Wyatt, Matt Duchene talked about you guys feeling disjointed on offense at 5-on-5. Is that something you're feeling out there?
Yeah, I think for a good part of that game, it definitely didn't feel as good as it should. And when we're connected and winning battles and winning races and making plays in the offensive zone, I think we're a pretty tough team to defend. And when you're not connected and not doing the right things, it just makes it hard to get those opportunities and generate that offense.
You guys have been confident all season long and all throughout these playoffs and your game, and when you get to your game, you're going to win. Does it give you more confidence than knowing that you haven't had your best in the series so far?
Yeah, we have that confidence. We have the confidence that if we play our best game, and we can beat anyone. So it's just a matter of us doing that next game. Putting our best game on the ice, and just having that desperation battle. Just playing our best game, and we have that confidence to do that.
We'll go second row left, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Pete, Matt Duchene just described the offense as disjointed. And just, what did you see? Is it something the Oilers are doing? Is it something that you guys aren't doing that?
Yeah. You know, you have to give them credit. I think they played, if you're going to drop a road game, that's pretty much what you want to do, right? You want to come out, get 2 power play goals early in the game, get the lead, and then, you know, defend well all night. So it's tough to crack through when you're down 2 or 3 goals. I know I say that, and there's been big swings in this series, but I think as the games get deeper and stuff, I think those leads are tougher to overcome. So, you know, a really good road game by them. They got 2 power play goals. They got a seeing eye goal off a draw. Goalie made some big saves when they needed to. That's a good formula to win on the road.
Front row on the right.
Hey, Pete. The players all season have talked about how you give them a good game plan to go out and execute and have success. You guys have had a couple of games this series where you come out pretty flat, not getting shots on goal. Is it a matter of execution, or is it something that the other team is doing really well?
Yeah, but you're at the end here. There's only 4 teams left. These are the best teams in the league. You know, it's not gonna look pretty every night. You're not gonna come out firing shots and making plays and all kinds of room. You know, and you know, we're doing the same to them. They got a couple power play goals. They didn't have a ton of great looks either. You know, it's muddy, tight hockey. There's not a lot of room there. And, you know, you get to the end like this, you've got 2 really good teams that are really deep, and there's not a lot of room there. So it's not going to feel great a lot of the time for either team.
Front row left, Mike.
Hey, how did Tanev do, and how'd you like his game?
Yeah, I thought he gutted it out for us. You know, he's obviously not 100%, but showed up, played, gutted it out for us, and, you know, did a great job for what he's dealing with.
Center right.
Pete, as much as you're praising the Oilers, did you not think it was kind of a lifeless second period for your team after falling behind and just kind of putting no pressure on them at all?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's always things you can do better. You know, I'm not, you know, you can sit here and question our character if you want. You haven't been around all year. I haven't seen you here all year. So, yeah, well, you are. That's what you're doing. So, you know, I'm not going to do it. You know, you go ahead and write whatever the you want.
Third row on the right, Eric.
Is it concerning that it's 2 games in a row now that the Oilers have controlled most of the play?
Yeah, I mean, tonight, like I said, perfect road game. They got the lead. You know, I think when you get a lead like that, and you know, it's easier to play. It's easier to defend. You know, we didn't do enough, and they played a really good road game. You got to give them credit.
On the left, Josh.
Yeah.
Pete, what's it going to take to get this series back here for Game 7 for you guys?
Well, we're the best road team in the league, playoffs and regular season. We got to win 1 road game.
Third row on the right.
Coach, do you think in these last 2 games you guys have played well and just haven't won, or you just haven't played very well?
You know what? Again, you know, it's not going to look great. It's not going to feel great on either side. We haven't found a way to win, but there's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of time. You get down to the end like this. So, you know, that's deep run playoff hockey. And you know what? I can tell you our guys are emptying the tank in that room.